Hello, my name is Nick Smith. I am the coordinator of activities and student organizations in the Center for Leadership Activities and Career Services. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it's like to be at Ferris. So, welcome to a year in the life of a Bulldog. Imagine you've graduated from high school, you've completed your summer orientation, the car is packed with all your favorite things from home, and you're ready to start this adventure called college. At Ferris, your next step, of course, after orientation, is move in. You'll meet tons of other students as well as faculty and staff members. There'll be people to help you with the move in. We have a great program called Bulldogs in Action where there's lots of volunteers that will assist with that move in. They'll even tell you a little bit about campus, tell you how to get around. And speaking of that, some transportation related info. Students, including the first year students, can have cars on campus. There's a shuttle that makes laps around campus to make sure you get to class on time. And there's even a bus that goes from Grand Rapids to stops in Cedar Springs and then heads to Big Rapids. And it does a couple of trips throughout the day. After you're moved in and settled in a bit, you'll get out and see a few more great things around campus and the surrounding area. We love our traditions. Those large events that everyone looks forward to for months in advance. The activities that you're probably going to brag about to your non-Ferris friends. We start the fall semester with Bulldog Beginnings. That's about 2 weeks of different events each day to welcome back students, and that's usually more than one event each day. Some of the activities have included things like a movie night out on the quad, which is usually a film that's out of theaters but not on DVD or available to download yet. We have Big Rapids Beginnings with some activities downtown. The Rec Fest, which is kind of a night of games and competitions and a way to check out the rec center. We'll talk a little bit more about those later on. There's also Office of Multicultural Student Services, Get Acquainted Day, and one of our major events and our founder's favorite is Founders Day. It's always held on the first Thursday of classes, and Ferris was founded on September 1st. The event is outdoors, weather permitting. Usually has things like inflatables, music, there's foods, there's giveaways, there's the ice cream social. There's some info tables about some of the resources on campus. And it's just a great opportunity to get out, get acclimated to campus, meet people. And it's not just for students. There's faculty, staff, and even some community members that are there. It's just a great opportunity just to get out and meet people and see campus. Now, speaking, we mentioned Founders Day. So speaking of our founding, Big Rapids Industrial School began in 1884. It then became the Ferris Industrial School a year later. The Ferris Institute was founded in 1898 and became Ferris State College in 1963, and the great Ferris State University we know and love today in 1987. Our founder, Woodbridge N. Ferris, understood the importance of education, and this quote obviously supports that value. So, some more specifics on some Bulldog Beginnings activities. The headphone disco you can see there, it's always well attended. We prefer to host it out on the quad, right where Founders Day is preferably held. But we have hosted it indoors due to some weather and still have hundreds of students attend. And if you've never seen a headphone disco, it's a pretty cool sight. There's usually 2 DJs. All the students have headphones that have different channels and they all light up differently. So if you're on the red channel, you might be hearing DJ number 1 and they might play some country line dance. And if you're on the blue channel, you might be you'd be on DJ number 2 and hear a completely different song. And for those that are just onlookers, it's pretty fun to watch, as a lot of times the 2 DJs don't quite sync up, which is great. You can listen to either one, but you don't hear anything. You can just see how those people that are dancing are reacting. There's also RecFest, did mention that earlier. There's games and giveaways. There'll be a great opportunity to showcase some club sports and intramurals, as well as showcasing the newly renovated rec center. And we'll get to more on that in a second. Bulldog Beginnings also features some great events in the community. Big Rapids beginnings, they actually close a few roads downtown, and the businesses have specials and contests, and in general, free stuff. It's a great opportunity to see all those cool things that the city of Big Rapids has to offer. That event is usually in the afternoon on the Saturday before classes begin. And when that event ends, we transition into Meyer Mania. And that's where Meyer has lots of giveaways and specials, coupons that are only good for that night's events. Ferris provides buses from campus to both of those at different events. It just will make laps to campus and go downtown. And then as we transition to Meyer Mania, it'll still do the laps around campus and just head to Meyer. Now, speaking of community, Ferris is a pretty great close-knit group. This is not a place with huge lecture halls where you don't know anyone. We have small class sizes. You're going to know your professors, and they'll want to know you as well. Besides that, the student community is pretty cool. Students get involved very early on. They attend events, they join student organizations, they even find leadership opportunities right away. Now, a great way to find out about those opportunities is attending Bulldog Bonanza. Registered student organizations, which are more commonly called RSOs, Bulldogs get involved early on in their college careers. We have over 220 student organizations currently to choose from. You will not be at a loss of finding something that interests you. Now, Ferris has so many organizations. There's special interest groups such as the Pokemon Club and the Ukulele Club. There's faith-based organizations. There's even some more structured organizations such as student government and the campus programming board, which is called Entertainment Unlimited. Some organizations are connected to academic studies. Some provide professional development opportunities that are out of the state and even out of the country. Some provide a long history of values-based leadership, such as Greek-lettered organizations. Now, the RSOs provide valuable opportunities to learn and practice leadership characteristics that most employers are looking for today. Each year, Bulldog Bonanza, it's held in the University Center as well as outdoors on the quad because it's so big. There's so many groups there. It's our student organization fair where students can meet and join those different groups just to talk to someone who's involved in it. It's not the only way to join or get info, but it really is a nice opportunity to go see all these different groups and make a connection. Another big tradition, of course, is homecoming. This is a great way to connect with your friends still early in the semester. It's usually about a week-long series of events. Some of the past activities have included the lip sync, kickball, bonfire, pep rally, a variety of spirit-driven competitions. Examples are like decorate a doghouse, office and department decorating contests, banner contests. And we, of course, end the week out with a parade and winning that football game. Another great part of homecoming is the annual comedy show. Generally, the Thursday of homecoming week, we bring in a larger scale performer. Some past examples would be Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec, TJ Miller from Silicon Valley, Michael Che, who is the current host of Saturday Night Live Weekend Update, Bo Burnham, Dave Coulier from Full House, and actually last year in 2019 was Marlon Wayans from In Living Color. So we did mention winning the football game, of course, but there's lots of other athletic opportunities, and we mentioned student organizations earlier. So if you're looking more for a competitive student organization, club sport might be of interest. More than 20 club sports are currently active on campus. This includes things like auto racing, fishing, bowling, soccer, hockey, lacrosse, baseball, softball, and there's more. You could also check out some of the other athletic opportunities. If you're into something that's more not as competitive or structured, but do allow individual students, intramurals might be of interest to you. They do compete against each other on campus. Some of the activities are things like flag football, basketball, and volleyball. And if watching sports is more your thing, all sporting events are open to Ferris State students free of charge. with only hockey is having a small ticket fee. And if you really do like hockey, you might want to check out the Dog Pound tickets for students. That's our student section. And season tickets will actually go on sale this summer at orientation, and they are pretty popular. Home football games are a great way to get out and meet students beyond just homecoming. Obviously, we have a lot of those occurring throughout the fall at least. It's a great way to meet students, faculty, staff, and alumni, and community members. As a bonus, team is pretty good. Basketball is also pretty good as they have won the national championship in 2018. Beyond those sports, there's also volleyball, golf, tennis, soccer, track and field, softball, and there's others. Did mention earlier our newly renovated rec center. It's pretty nice. You can check out some of the new renovations, things like the rock wall. There's also been added a new weight room as well as like various new equipment. It's just really been updated in a great way. Another newer tradition, we've had it for a few years now, is Family and Friends Weekend. It's an annual event. It's in the fall. It's for the friends and family to join you as a Bulldog. It's a great way to get them involved in your campus life. It's a great way to show off Ferris State. This is open to not only your siblings, but your parents and other family members as well. You could bring them out to a meal at one of the dining options, go to a luncheon with the president, enjoy an athletic event such as hockey or football, and bring them into the community. And there'll be some local activities. And be on the lookout for those dates soon. It is generally sometime in mid-October. And that was just the fall. Now, moving on to winter, you can see that winter does not keep anyone from going out and having fun on campus. There's always something to do. You could check out things like a winter concert at Williams Auditorium. There's also pancakes with the president the Monday of finals week each semester. When we come back in January, there's many welcome activities to leave you feeling warm, motivated to keep resolutions, and of course to help others. The annual MOK celebration is an event with a very big impact on campus. It is sponsored by the Office of Multicultural Student Services. It includes a march around campus, a student tribute, and a variety of guest speakers. Another big annual event is our University Center celebration. When the new University Center opened about 5 years ago, we had a grand opening event. Variety of activities. There were things going on every floor in the building, and it was just packed. This was just such a big activity and so well attended, and students just really enjoyed it. We decided to hold the event every year, kind of like a birthday party. Some of the different activities have been things like a mechanical bulldog. See what he did there? Mechanical bulldog. Laser tag, make your own street signs, karaoke, there's free food. We brought in mini golf, airbrush tattoos, so many different things. And there's a few things we try to bring back each year, like this make your own street signs. And then we try to change it up in many different ways. You can see there's living statues, which are just a few theater students that it's very impressive. We've had VR simulators, as you can see in the other photo. The mechanical bulldog right there. The blacklight roller skating is actually in our University Center ballrooms, which is really cool that it was actually this portable rink that we brought in with lights and a DJ and of course all the roller skates and just turned that room into a roller skating rink. And then we move on to spring, and how great is that photo? As it warms up and our energy is looking outdoors, some unique opportunities Ferris has to offer are the climbing wall. Technically, that's indoor fun. The ropes course, Cat Key Golf Course. If you do love to go climbing, you can actually become a certified belayer at the climbing wall. If you're looking for some great activities to do with your friends, you can check out the ropes course. And if you want to play 18 holes of golf, we have Cat Key Golf Course. There's also all the things Big Rapids has to offer. There's a local farmers market. There's always like tubing and kayaking down the river. There's a very impressive disc golf course in the community. Another big annual spring event is Music Takes Action. It is one of the largest events of the year. It's coordinated by Entertainment Unlimited, which is the campus programming board, as I mentioned earlier. And it's an annual benefit show featuring usually a larger music act. And we usually partner with a local charity as well to raise some funds and just to gain awareness. Students complete a survey in the fall to help determine the charity partner and the genre of music. So all students actually have a say in who is coming to campus. A really cool fact about this event is that it is the student organization involvement. Entertainment Unlimited, the programming board, does the research and the marketing and logistics and everything involved, but beyond that, the Hospitality Student Association handles the hospitality for the performers and the volunteers. The Music and Entertainment Business Association works with the stage, sound, and lights. Lambda Alpha Epsilon, which is the professional criminal justice fraternity, is in charge of all the security. So it's really a great collaboration through so many students on campus. Some of the past performers have been Jesse McCartney and Max, Frankie Ballard and 1,000 Horses, Black Bear, Lupe Fiasco, Mayor Hawthorne, Big Crit, and many others. Now, Ferris is very supportive of community service. It's still true to today. Our founders knew civic engagement was very important. On average, our students volunteer over 39,000 hours per year. That equals over 4 years. Registered student organizations have a community service chairperson. All of the groups have the officers you would expect: a president, a vice president, a secretary, a treasurer, but they also have a community service chairperson on their board. It ties directly into those Ferris values. Some of our major service opportunities are the big event. It's one big day of service. It's the largest service project. As you can see in the photos here. The big event, Student Government Association holds this event each year. Over 1,800 volunteers spend one day just cleaning in the community at over 300 service locations in Big Rapids. That could be doing some house painting, it could be raking leaves, just some general yard cleanup. Local people in the community actually sign up for those opportunities that they could use some assistance with. Student government actually coordinates the whole project, of whether it's one student organization that signed up together in a project that needs, a few more hands, or something simple that just individuals sign up for and send everyone out in the community to just go help out and do some great service. Now, finally, I'm going to bring up some of our social media, and I would ask you to actually take out your phone and follow Ferris Life on Instagram. Now, additionally, you can see some of the other departments on various other social media platforms. They might have some specific content, but Ferris Life pretty much covers everything. So I hope you enjoyed this information and look forward to seeing you at Ferris in the probably pretty near future.